everyone, it's Shay. Welcome to or back to my channel. Today I'm doing a productivity type video, so I'll be going over my weekly planning routine using Notion. And if you don't know what Notion is, I've mentioned it in a previous video, which I will put somewhere up here. But it is basically an app that you can use on your phone or your computer to pretty much do anything, take notes, plan, make calendars. It's just like a really great space to have to-do lists and calendars and everything productivity related in one place. So this video isn't sponsored, I just happen to love Notion and I use it every single day. So I decided that I would show you how I plan out my weeks to stay organized, make sure that I am getting everything done, but also saving time to study, to work out, and just be healthy and productive. So first off, I'll go over how I plan out my weekly to-do list. And then I will move on to planning out my workouts for the week. And then at the end, I'll touch on how I plan out all of my study sessions for the week. So this planning routine is something that I do every single Sunday to make sure that I am ready and set up for the week. I do work a full-time job, but I also have YouTube and Italian studying and a lot of other things I want to fit in throughout the week. So this is just the perfect way to make sure I get everything done and everything planned out. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and I'll just walk you through exactly how I plan out my week. All right, so this is what my Notion looks like. You've seen this before if you watched my video at the beginning of this year. So this is an example of my last week of all my to-do list. So if I go over here to my little sidebar, now since it's April, I'm going into Q2, which is exciting, a new quarter. If you're wondering, I didn't actually make this layout. I downloaded this template from another YouTuber and I will link her content down below. So I don't want to take credit for this because I didn't make this. It's really awesome. Usually at the beginning of every month, I'll go through my top priorities. That's usually hitting a certain amount of YouTube subscribers. If there's a certain goal I want to reach with my Italian studying, or, you know, maybe some personal goals for myself, I'll put those priorities at the top. This is what the weekly layout looks like, and I can put my priorities per week. So let's say, you know, this week I'd love to post a new YouTube video. I have one that I filmed a few days ago, so hopefully I can finish that this weekend and get that up soon. Sometimes I just have goals like meditate every morning, work out at least 5 times this week. You know, it can just be things like that. Or if you do have a top priority of like a project or something you're working on, definitely make sure that is in your top priorities. Then what I do is I look at my week at a glance, and if there's anything I know that I have at certain meetings, then I will go ahead and slot those in. On the 10th, which is the weekend, so Saturday, I have a meetup, a virtual meetup through the app Vibely, and if you're interested in joining, check out the Vibely link below so you can join our meetup on Zoom where you can meet me and talk with me, and it should be fun. It's my first meetup, so that should be exciting. Then I like to slot in when I have my italki tutoring, and so I do that pretty much every Wednesday at 12:30. So I just like to include that. Then I'll just have little things if I need to respond to an email or something that I just didn't get to over the weekend. So Vibely confirmation. You know, if there's things I didn't really want to deal with over the weekend, but I do have to respond to or connect with someone, I usually try to just like disconnect from work and stuff on the weekend. So sometimes I have to remind myself to check back in once the week actually starts. I'm going to take an Instagram photo today, so I'm just going to write that as a reminder, and then I also have to write out that caption. So that's usually something I like to do beforehand, so I just want to give myself a heads up. It's actually it's actually a pretty slow week for me. I don't really have anything too crazy going on. So usually, since I don't like to just have blank to-dos, I'll just go through. So then once I put in like those kind of things, I like to spread out like little errands or stuff that I have to do. So for example, usually I like vacuum and clean my room once a week, so I'll put that on Tuesday. How do you spell vacuum? Is there 2 C's? I don't know, or 2 U's. Usually I like do laundry I get pretty specific about when I do everything just to make sure that everything's like organized. And then every Wednesday, for example, I run with my sister after she finishes work, and we run in the evening on the beach, which is super nice. We do that once a week. It's like our little treat, something fun to do together, and it's also so beautiful. I actually have like pictures and videos from the last time we ran that I'll put right here because it's just so nice. It's like one of the highlights of my weeks. And then, you know, as things come up, like maybe I remember I have to do something, or I do have a meeting that comes up that I have to prepare something for, then I will slot that in. Oh, I would love to post my YouTube video on Friday. Post new YouTube video. So that means I have to edit my YouTube video. It'll probably take me a few days to edit YouTube video. You know, in the morning before work or after work, I have a bit of time to edit. Oh, and I also usually make my thumbnail like the day before. Probably post IG picture promoting new YouTube video. This looks good for now. Usually over the weekend, I plan out my weekends on like Friday or Saturday morning, but there are a few things that I know I absolutely have to do this weekend, so I'm just gonna put that in so I don't forget by the time I finish this week. I have an Adobe webinar that I'm doing, and I have to send, I'm gonna take some Instagram photos because I haven't posted in a month on Instagram, so people might be wondering where I'm at. Then what I also like to do just up here is I do write a weekly affirmation. So I just think of something that I need some sort of encouragement or something this week, or something I want to focus on. You know, let's say I'm having a week where I feel really not confident in myself. Then I'll write an affirmation to say every morning, like, I am strong and confident and I am capable of anything, you know, something like that, where it's very just like empowering and encouraging. So I think this week I can handle anything that comes my way, because recently at work I've been struggling a little bit because I've been filling in for my manager, and it's been a little stressful, and I sometimes feel like I can't handle everything that I have to do. So I just want to remind myself that I'm capable of managing everything and handling everything I want to do. So I think it's important to remind yourself and also just reassure yourself. Then what I do is I go through and plan out my workouts. So this is my weekly workout tab. As you can see, this is my layout from last week. So I always like to have a rest day, and then on the weekends I work out one of the days. So I'm basically working out like 4 to 5 times a week, depending on how I feel. So I just go through and just reset this every single week. I usually don't do the same workouts because I like to always try something new, because I feel like I would get bored if I did the same exact workouts. And there are so many workouts on YouTube that it's definitely easy to always be doing new ones. Okay, so sometimes I switch things up a little bit. Like I said, Wednesday is when I do the beach run, so that's just always there. I did a lower body leg workout yesterday. So I think I'm gonna do arms. I think I'm gonna do arms on Monday. And this is nice because, as you can see, like I just can drag things around. So I'll find a video for arms. And then Tuesday, I think I'll do a long walk and an abs video, and then a run. And then I usually rest because that's like a few days of working out. And after a run and stuff, I usually get pretty tired. So I think then Friday I will do legs and glutes. Okay. Then over the weekend, I usually like to do like HIIT, cardio, or there's fun dance workouts to do. So once I have that all listed out, that's when I like to go into YouTube and search for my videos. I will link down below some of my favorite fitness YouTubers. So I want to look up an arms video. I've really been enjoying this YouTuber. Her name is, I think it's Cela Marr, but I might not be saying that correctly. But I really love her videos. Like, I've recently, probably within the past few weeks, been doing her videos, and before then I hadn't even heard of her, and now I'm just obsessed with doing all of them. So let's look for an arms one. Okay, yeah, I did this one this last week and it was really tough. It's very hard on your shoulders. So usually I just look through, and then if I see one, okay, so this one, I usually like to do like 15 to 20 minutes of arms because my arms aren't super strong, so I honestly can't do too much more than that. Then what I like to do is I just scan through the video to see if it's things that I like or that I'm interested in doing. And this one definitely looks good to me. So I'm gonna go ahead as I just copy this link, and then if you go back to your tab, you can just Command V to paste it and click embed video, and then it embeds right there so you can see it in your little weekly workout schedule. And since I'm doing HIIT and arms, I just want to find a quick, probably like 10-minute HIIT. So I think I'm going to do some of Pamela's because hers are really tough, but really good. Embed video. Okay, what I like to do for abs, because for me, abs are really tough and I feel like I feel a better workout when I kind of combine it with like a cardio movement instead of just doing like weighted ab workouts. Through Cela Marr's videos again, because I really do like her ab workouts. Okay, this looks good. And then I think I'm gonna do it if I can find like another quick one. Yeah, I think this will be good. Maybe I can do that first. And then Wednesday I have the beach run, Thursday is rest, and then Friday will be legs. The weekend, I'll just leave it how it is because I want to see how I feel throughout the week. Sometimes I just take the weekend off, so we'll just see once I get through this week if I'm motivated to get some workouts done on the weekend. So then I like to go back in and just quickly put these in my to-do list, just so I have that all in one place. And then the next thing to do is plan out my weekly studying routine. So this is what I had for the last week. And sometimes I just like to save this stuff because a lot of times I just like do similar things. So I just like to keep it and then kind of slightly alter my routine. I like to study around the same time every day. So for me, that's the morning before work because that's when I prefer to study, but that's also when I feel most productive and fresh and motivated. So all of this stuff happens within like the hour or two before I start work. I think I'll try to read 2 chapters. I've been pretty good at reading 2 chapters now of my book instead of just one at a time. And then what I'm gonna do, it's been really beneficial for me lately to speak out loud and summarize what I just read in my book because it tests my comprehension, but also because, you know, it's like another way of speaking practice and helping me just make sure that I understood what I read. So after I read a few paragraphs or even a whole chapter, I just speak out loud and summarize everything that just happened and what I read. And then, you know, I want to watch a few Italian YouTube videos, and then I'll do a journal entry because that has been really great. Pretty much the same thing on Tuesday. Let's see, Wednesday I have I recently started using Tandem again because that's been good. Really try to find people who are comfortable sending audio messages so that way I can practice my speaking and pronunciation with them and then they can correct me. I'm just reminding myself to do that. There's a new movie on Netflix. I don't know, I got the notification for it because I like to set a reminder when the new ones are coming. I can't remember what it's called, but I want to start that. So I'll start watching that with Italian subtitles. And usually, well, sometimes I'll watch a movie all at once, but sometimes I like to break it up. So I think I'll start that Thursday, Friday, and watch it through the weekend. Another journal entry. Vocabulary. As I've been reading my book, I keep a little vocabulary list of words that I've learned from the book that I'm reading, and I just like to go through because there's a lot of good phrases and a lot of things that are popping up frequently that I think will be useful for the future. So I just like to review those like once or twice a week. I think I'll read a few chapters. This upcoming weekend, I think it would be fun to do a recipe in Italian, like following a recipe and making something in Italian. I feel like that would be fun. You know, this isn't like a completely set schedule because sometimes throughout the week while I'm walking, I'll listen to a podcast in Italian, or while I'm eating lunch, I'll watch some vlogs in Italian on YouTube. So this isn't like I can only do these things. It's just more of like a guideline of what I want to achieve every day. So that way when I wake up in the morning, I'm not spending my study time trying to figure out what to study, and instead I just have a list of all the things that I want to do. I usually just like take another look and make sure I didn't forget anything. And like I said, I'll just add things throughout the week as they come. That's pretty much it. That's usually my Sunday planning routine on Notion. That was a rundown of how I plan out my week on Notion. Usually while I do this, I have like a show or a YouTube video playing in the background. I'm a person who loves like planners and organization and just making sure that I know everything that's coming or happening. And if you want to see more of my Notion, I posted a video earlier this year all about my different tabs on Notion and how I planned out my 2021 goals. So I'll link that down below and also put it up here. But if you have any questions about Notion or how I plan things out on Notion, definitely leave a comment below and I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. Also, let me know if you like videos like this, if you want to see some more of my productivity routines, or if this was helpful to you. Definitely let me know. I love talking about anything productivity, motivation, staying organized. So if you really did enjoy this, be sure to let me know. Follow me on Instagram for some more productivity and inspirational tips. And I will see you all very, very soon for my next video. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye.